Recently, Richardson&Wrench Real Estate Caboolture celebrated the Christmas period with staff, suppliers and friends at the Caboolture Sports Club. This comes off the back of the most successful business year in the R&W Real Estate Caboolture history so far, with growth projections continuing. During this event, Scott Lackman, Karen George, Robin Lackman and Peter Lackman thanked their staff, suppliers and broader community for all the success they're experiencing.
The reason we're here is it is our Christmas party. We're a bit early this year because we didn't want to get into the rush of November and December where pretty much everything's booked out for the rest of the year. So it's an early Christmas party. And tonight we just want to invite obviously our staff, partners, friends and obviously creditors and tradespeople that help us help our family and our business in general be the success that it is today. So for those that don't know me, my name's Scott Lackman. I'm director of the company. This year, it's been a big year, 2017, our 23rd year of business. It'll be our 24th anniversary in 2018. But this year, 2017, it's been a growing year. Business has continued to flourish, and particularly the last 3 or 4 months, we've seen a resurgence of sales activity. And when sales are happening, everyone's happy. We're making money, and everyone enjoys the fruits of our labour. One thing I wanted to do tonight, just above all, just say thank you for everyone's support. Obviously, things don't happen the way they do, and we can't grow and prosper the way we do without everyone's input, whether it's staff or partners, our creditors, our tradespeople, and obviously our dear friends that support us in our personal lives as well. So for my quick 2 seconds worth, I think I've said enough, and I probably wanted to play a quick game. It takes crowd participation. So this is my little game. Put your hand up if you've known us for more than 1 year. And I'm sort of saying family, business. Keep your hand up if you've known us for 2 years. Keep your hand up if you've known us for 5 years. Keep your hand up if you've known us for 10 years. Keep your hand up if you've known us for 15 years. Yeah, rough. Keep your hand up if you've known us for maybe 20 years. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 people. I just want to say to those 4 people, don't know how you did it. I don't know why you like us and why you've hung around so long to support us as a family. But for those 4 people, make your way to the bar and I'll buy you a drink. Just make it before 9 o'clock. And that's my reward. But yeah, there's 4 or 5 people in this room, and I just want to acknowledge that you're probably the roots of our family. Without people like yourselves that backed us and support us from day one, we wouldn't be standing here tonight with all our new family and friends. So thank you to the long-term supporters, and welcome to the new supporters of Richardson&Wrench. Thanks.
I don't know how come I got to go second, but I think that's because he's the baby of the family. So I know everyone. My part of tonight was to say to everyone from a property management point of view that we have an amazing property management team, admin, receptionists. And this year we've had a couple of new ladies join us who have just fitted in perfectly, and we all help each other on low days and we all celebrate great days. There's a few new staff that have been and are coming back, and lots of positive things for us next year. But for 2017, it was about us all chilling out tonight. And if you look around at most of the property managers, they're not only staff, but they're really good friends with each other. And I think that is a testament of how our family are too, because we seem to make friends with people that are here forever. And if ever we offend or do something, it's from the love of our heart, not from something that we've done purposely. So Merry Christmas from our family to yours, and it is early, but it was a nice way that we're only missing 2 staff members tonight, and out of 25, that's pretty good to get yous all together. And we really welcome the partners tonight, because you make it easier for the staff to go home to, especially poor Alex Dunn, because he gets stuck with all us women every day. And poor Kira has him go home to her every night saying, holy shit, the girls did this today. But we've loved having Alex as one of our men in our team upstairs, and it's one of the best things we did this year. So thank you, Alex. We really have appreciated you being part of us. But from my team and from our family, mine's a little Merry Christmas and thank you to everyone for your support throughout the year. Thank you.
For those that don't know, I'm Robin Lackman. It's my name that's on the door. Just remember that. So I certainly would echo what Scott and Karen have said. And I was thinking about it today. I had a bit of quiet time at the hairdressers and I was thinking about tonight, and I was going back in my mind and thinking how wonderful and how fortunate our family have been. And I said to Paulie Johnson earlier tonight, I met Paul's dad 30 years ago, and they developed some land at Belmere, and I used to go on a Sunday and sit on the block of land and try and sell it. And I met these lovely people, Nat and Veronica Johnson, and they were terribly loyal to the company I was with at the time. And every time I drive past that land, I think about those days, because that was really hard real estate, sitting there every Saturday, every Sunday, trying to sell 3/4 of an acre, and I think it was like $35,000, which was unbelievable. But here we are, 30 years down the track, and Nat and Veronica's son Paul is working for us, and we rely on him a lot, and I just think that's a testament to the family ties that we have, and that the family ties that we've made with so many of the rest of you here. When I look at Justin in the corner here, Justin from Stretton Mason Lawyers. Stretton Mason Lawyers have just taken over the premises at 69 King Street. And that's where Peter and I started real estate, in 69 King Street, in our own right. Obviously, I was in real estate before that, but to think that you're now at 69 King Street, and it doesn't seem that long ago that we were there, but it obviously 24 years ago. I look at all the faces and certainly our friends that have stuck by us and that have been through the good and the bad. But at the end of the day, we're all just human. We all have bad days, we all have good days. But it's wonderful to celebrate the good times like we are tonight. And let's hope that there's many, many more of them to come. In a couple of weeks, Thursday week, Beck graduates as a constable, and we'll stand proudly with her and her family. I'm getting emotional now. And I guess the old boy, do you want to say something? Come on, you better. Come on, I always get to do it. And I wanted also to just mention, I'm looking for him and he's right here in front of me, Andrew McCarthy Wood. So Andrew came into our life a few years ago, and I often think, Andrew, I'm not quite sure how we first met, but what a difference you've made to our technology, our videos that we do, our community stuff we do with 4510. And now Andrew and I have something very exciting that we're doing next year. And you'll see and read all about that, and no doubt many of you will be invited to come along and support me in that new venture that I'm going to be doing next year. It has a lot to do with a building or a institute that celebrates 90 years next year, so that's going to be a big year for us, and I'm going to keep you in suspense because I want you all to be a part of that with me next year. So thanks for dragging me into that, Andrew. He didn't think I had much to do, so he said, let's come and do this. I'm going to give you over to the old boy, and but thank you all for coming. You do the rest.
You finished?
Yeah, you do the rest.
You finished?
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone in October. But seriously, I can only echo what Robbie and the kids, or boys and girls have said. But I'd just like to thank everyone this year for helping me. This year hasn't been one of my better years, but I really appreciate everyone asking after me and this, that and the other. They've finally found out what's wrong with me. I'm not a malingerer. I'm not a hypochondriac, but I tell you what, I thought I was. But they've found out what's wrong with me, and this time next year I'll be a lot better. But one person I'd like to thank is Dunny. He might be up with the girls, but he does my wonderful signs for me that I can't do at the moment. I don't know how straight he puts them in, but I've never checked them. But thanks, Dunny. But seriously, look, I'll tell you a very, very short story. When Robin came down here this afternoon, she passed a principal in this town that is their agency is the #1 agency in Australia. And he commented to Robin how quiet it had been in their agency the last 3 months. He's losing staff hand over fist and he doesn't know what's going on. We've, the last couple of months for us, have had the best months for a long, long time. Our September figures were the best figures we'd had since May 2015. The month we've had for October so far, we're about 23% in front of last October, and we're not to the end of the month. So when we hear comments from other officers that they're finding it tough and losing staff, and here we are having record months and we've got fantastic staff, we all think, not just as family, but as employees, employers, and all staff in particular, we must all be doing the right thing somewhere along the line, because it's great for everyone that we can work in a place as we do. We've got a young lady starting with us. Hopefully she's coming next Tuesday, and hopefully she'll be starting after that. And she's travelling into Brisbane each day, and she says a local job is like gold. I've been saying that for a long time, but I think it's very fortunate, and I don't mean this a pat on the back to just our family, but I mean a pat on the back to all our staff. There's such a wonderful place to work every day. So thanks very much. Have a Merry Christmas and drink up. Drink up.